Don't you stereotype people? Kind of have to, right?
Right. Like with dating right now, I definitely don't want to date a guy who is vaping or who's, drinking a lot of alcohol or who has screen addictions or sex addictions. I'm trying to really look at the red flags this time and pick a man wisely because I haven't done so well with that, with the men that I've chosen. So, yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't want a sex addict who would like chain you up and whip you or something.
No.
No.
I definitely wouldn't want that.
That's me.
100%.
That's me always looking for that one.
Yeah, but yeah, we do that stereotype.
Now you've been married twice, correct?
You'll be shocked.
3 times?
3 times.
So you're on your 3rd divorce.
Correct.
And you said one of them had unalived themselves.
Correct. My first husband did.
How soon after the divorce?
Oh, it was just a few years ago, and I divorced him in 2010.
Okay, so it's been a while. Are you
yeah.
still? Have you been in touch with him, or no?
You mean the one who passed away?
Yeah.
I did a hypnosis session. I'm really into that. I have some hypnosis practitioners. I did bring in the energy of my ex-husband into the session and connected his energy with my energy, and he did give me messages through my subconscious mind. But that's the only way that I've connected with him.
Did you have a good relationship?
Do you understand that?
Did you have a good relationship with him before he passed?
The marriage was tumultuous.
Oh.
It was.
It's like, what makes you think he wanted to hear from you? Like, if I was dead and my ex-wife was trying to contact me, I'd be like, just trying to talk.
I'm dead.
I'm fucking dead. What do I got to do to get away from this fucking chick? I'm fucking dead. She's still bothering me.
He was really sad about me leaving him, honestly. He was.
Oh.
I left him, and he was sad about that. And he is the father of my 3 beautiful children. And I do have a special place in my heart for him always, even though we went our separate ways,
What
it's
caused
rough.
the divorce with him?
Unfortunately, I've attracted emotionally abusive men.
Okay.
Because I've trauma bonded.
I just watched your last episode while I was on the way here today.
Yes.
And I got the impression it could potentially be your behavior that is the problem based on what I saw.
Honestly, it's not. I got triggered with Brian, but
you don't get triggered when you live with a guy?
No, I usually just shut up and take the abuse for many years.
When you say emotional abuse, what do you mean?
It's terrible to bring this up, but my first husband had bipolar that manifested 5 years into our marriage, and we'd be driving down the road and he'd be stomping on his brakes because someone is behind us tailgating us, and I'd be really afraid, and I'd say slow down, and he would just go shut up, boom, and hit me right in the leg. Or I was on a beach with him in the morning and it was freezing cold, and I'm like, I want to go inside, I'm freezing. We were in Georgia, and I turn around and boom, he punches me right in the back.
Well, I would say that's physical abuse.
There was emotional abuse too.
Okay.
And there was a lot of, he had some addictions and things. And
okay.
That was the first marriage. The second husband was...
Well, it sends mixed signals, though, because Brian said shut up, and you said that was emotional abuse.
Yeah.
I do feel that is emotional abuse.
How's that emotional abuse?
I do feel it affects you.
So anything
You'll never
that gives
forget
you a
it.
negative emotion?
You'll never forget it.
So if anything somebody says to you that makes you feel negatively is abuse?
I do. And, recently I was talking to a woman who I was becoming friends with her. She was very Christian. I always treated her with respect and kindness. And she's like, you're a devil worshiper. You're worshiping the devil. The Reiki is devil worshiping. And
she's not lying.
All right. She was saying that. Well, so basically, I stopped that friendship. I'm very particular who I surround myself with.
But you think that's emotional abuse for her to say? Hey,
can I add something? Like Andrew said, he recognizes patterns. So maybe since she's had this experience with abusive men,
I was really triggered.
Maybe she recognized those patterns and got triggered, and that's what happened.
But what about the counter to that
if you have the experience being in an abusive relationship?
What about the pattern of recognizing that there's lots and lots of people who say that there's emotional going on when there clearly isn't? because of words like shut up, be quiet, I don't want to hear it, things like this.
Well, I think that's why she also said that she's coming in here into this episode with a new mindset and a new energy, and maybe she's gonna go by things differently. And now she
Well,
she understands.
who's the real her though?
What do you mean? Who's the real her?
Is the real her the one who comes in with the brand new energy, or was
She
the real
did. She
her
just
the
said.
person who was revealed before? Which one's the real one?
Well, we're always growing and
Yeah,
learning.
we're always growing, and
and
now
we're
she-
becoming
And
better people.
we all have trauma responses that will come
Yeah.
out.
And
And
I
it's just
think-
your nervous system.
Yeah, I think also now that she has the experience, like she's been on the show before, she's talked to Brian, she knows what the vibe is, she knows what to expect. I think it's easier to come in here with like a clear mindset, being like, okay, this and this might happen.
But guys, the three of us that are talking and me, we're all like older women. We're not 18. This whole, oh, it's a trauma response and I'm a new person today. I wasn't that person yesterday and we're always learning. It's like you're responsible for 3 human beings that are pretty old now, right? They're
Right,
not
yeah.
little babies.
Right.
There's only choices. You choose your behavior. You decide how you act. All this other stuff is bull and excuses and nonsense. You can't freak out on a live TV show and be like, well, it was my trauma. I've had trauma. I've had loads of trauma, yet somehow I can come on these shows and not like absolutely lose my shit.
Give me a beer.
It's a
like, give me
choice.
more trauma.
That's true, but I also think she took, she's taking responsibility, she's taking accountability. She said, that wasn't right, that my reactions
yeah.
were different.
Also, you're very experienced with public speaking and getting into confrontational interactions with people where you might not be. So
Yeah,
there
a
is
lot
a
of
different
girls that come
experience
on
level.
here.
There was a point in time just 4 years ago where I had no experience in doing that.
I know, but then
And I didn't
after
have
those
to-
4 years, you gained your experience.
No,
and
I've never acted like that.
Well, a
I've
lot
just
of- Good for
never
you,
acted
Rachel.
like that. So
Good
it's
for
like
you.
A lot of it was also supposed to be comedic, and I kind of played into it. I know this show's controversial, and I know you guys like controversy. I really don't like controversy, but
Clickbait.
Either way,
know?
Brian brought her back, so
Clickbait.
Yeah.
I think that it did something for the
yeah,
show.
He brought back everybody, but
Yeah.
I just think
Because it,
the
it
pattern
affected his
I've
show in a
seen-
good way. He got
pattern
the
I've
views, he
seen
got
in
the
women
clips.
specifically. This is some men too, but mostly women in my own family, women in my own life even. They act a fool, they act crazy, they cause problems, they do things and say things that they know shouldn't be tolerated, accuse people of it, and then later when it's brought to their attention, hey, you're the one who was acting wrong, you're the one who caused the problems, then it's suddenly, well, that wasn't my fault though, because it was my trauma, or I was in a bad state of mind, or my energy was off. And it's like, why not take responsibility and say, you know what, you're right, I shouldn't have behaved that way. That was completely out of pocket, and maybe I should make sure I don't ever do that again. And then maybe you wouldn't be like on the third husband. It's a choice. You keep lying to yourself and telling yourself that like, oh no, I just need to heal and it's my chakras were off, and all that is nonsense you tell yourself
that's
so that
not
you don't ever have to
nonsense.
take a
I
hard look at yourself and go,
disagree,
oh
though.
I messed up.
I do disagree that that's all nonsense, because my healing practice has really helped me get through everything I've been through. This last year has been a very empowering year, and without my Reiki and without my sound healing, I wouldn't be the person that I'm growing into. It's helped me a lot with my anxiety, with the PTSD,
How long was it since you were
with the
here
trauma.
last time? Like a
It's
month?
been about a month, yeah.
Okay, so just yesterday, like a month ago,
Yeah.
you were cuckoo crazy pants, and I
Yeah,
know
a
you
lot
were
of
already
it-
doing the Reiki,
a lot of it
and
was
you were
an
already
act.
doing the crystal
Yes,
healing.
a lot
it
of
was an act.
A lot of it was an act, but you know what? A lot of it was
An act?
also.
What?
A lot of it was
don't believe
also
Traumatized.
It was also, I kind of watched the last podcast, and I know this show's controversial. I know Brian's trying to get his viewers, worked up. There's a certain type of people who watch the show.
Wait, hold on. I completely reject that. I'm not trying to get my viewers
Well, I
worked
saw
up.
you on a recent episode where you, like, all the women are talking, and you're like this. Like, to your viewers, like, you're in the corner, you're like this.
Yeah, sometimes I do
Like,
feel when the panelists
know?
are saying dumb shit, I sometimes do contemplate there.
Yeah.
I do contemplate my out sometimes.
No, I know.
Like earlier today, I definitely felt like
I know. And I feel,
doing
I know.
maybe okay, never mind.
And I have more compassion
Fortnite,
for
in the
you
video
now.
game,
I
in the
feel
video
like
game.
I have more compassion. I see you like fidgeting, and you're like red and nervous, and you're like, oh man, these
Nervous?
women. Like when I look at you,
No,
it's like, oh,
I'm
like,
not nervous.
like this, and it's
Nervous.
rough.
More like-
I don't know, fidgety, agitated, agitated
No,
with
I'm not
people.
nervous. I'm not. It's not nervous. It's not nervous.
Most wallets still plug into the same system we were trying to escape in the first place. And that's why Rumble built Rumble Wallet. It's a self-custodial wallet that lives inside an ecosystem that actually defends free speech and financial freedom. No bank holding your balance, not even Rumble can touch your funds. This is your money, on your keys, on your terms. So if you're serious about sovereignty, financial and digital, this is where you level up. Go to wallet.rumble.com or search Rumble Wallet in your app store, download it, back up your recovery phrase, and move your money where it belongs, in your hands.
I just don't like the way
Stress.
you talk to women sometimes. Like there was one girl on the podcast, she was like low key, I don't know her name, and you're like, okay, low key next, just like dismissing her. I don't know. I just feel like
on your episode.
I feel like I don't like
I'm
it.
sorry,
when-
on your episode?
No, it was the last episode. She has curly hair. She's
Sometimes if somebody asks me to repeat
I
a
wish I
question,
remember. I know, you get
don't
irritable.
you don't get the question repeated.
these kind of things trigger me.
I'll just skip over you.
These
I mean, that's-
kind of things trigger me.
It sounds like it doesn't take
I
much
don't
at all
like it.
to trigger you.
I
Like,
don't-
how do you get through life on a daily
No,
basis?
I'm actually
Like,
an empowered woman now, and I actually don't accept people talking to me like that, and I don't like seeing women treated like that either.
But what if you're just being a bitch?
Yeah.
Then shouldn't people talk to you like that? Like, honestly.
I mean,
like, what if you're
everybody
just
has-
being an absolute bitch and then someone's like, hey, why not
the
just
fuck
stop
up.
being a bitch and shut the fuck up? Like, aren't they justified in doing that?
I guess if they want to, definitely they have the right. This is a free country.
No, I'm not even
It's
talking
not-
about like
it's not
they have
the
the right
right.
to do it. Sure, they have
Right.
the right to do it,
And
right?
I wanna-
You can have the right to do something and still be being an ass. We know this.
Right.
But is it really being an ass if you're being a fuck bitch? Someone says, "Shut up, you fuck bitch." Like, isn't that reasonable and rational?
I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't think we should treat each other that way. And I want to piggyback off what you said, a really good thing. You know, take responsibility for how you behave. I don't like how I behaved on the last podcast. I didn't go home and feel
but
good.
if it was a joke,
A little bit of it was, but some of it was real too. Like,
Except for the stuff that
you know
wasn't.
what?
Yeah.
I kind of wish Brian didn't do this podcast, to be honest. I wish, you know.
you could just not be on it or not
I
watch
know.
it.
I have compassion for him, and I wish he was doing something more positive. But I know he's into controversy and viewers.
No,
and
you know
this
what?
stuff,
I'm
you
going to
know?
disagree. This is something that I've wanted to say on the show
Okay.
to women like you and to women and men out there who say this stuff.
Okay.
This show does a lot of positive things because I'm just going to be totally
Okay.
honest. There's a lot of crazy out there these days. Women have lost their minds. Women are crazy. They act crazy. They have insane expectations. A lot of you guys here, the way that you talk triggers me because you're like, well, I just think that we should all just be nice and the crystals and the blah, blah. And to me, all I hear is crazy, cuckoo, crazy, insane.
Are you a
Just
religious?
because you don't
asylum.
Are you a
understand.
religious
Insane
person?
asylum.
Are
Put
you
them in the
are you
asylum.
religious? I'm
Yes.
just curious.
But
What's-
I'm also extremely
what's your,
rational.
What's your religion?
I'm Orthodox Christian.
Okay. Are you one of the born again Christian types?
No, that's
But-
not. That's
opposite.
evangelicalism.
But do you read the Bible?
Yes.
Yes.
And are you straight on the narrow path with the Bible? Like you don't
I'm
go
a
off of your
practicing
path,
Orthodox Christian,
Right.
but all
No,
of us
well, look,
will fall short
when you're talking
from time
about
to time.
when you're talking about the way, yeah, you're gonna.
But I'm not a lunatic.
It's
is
built.
the difference.
It's
I don't
built
act like a
into the
crazy
way that
person.
you're going to move off
I
of it.
try not to be into the Reiki or the sound healing too much. I used to be a Mormon, and I used to be
that's a
manic
crazy cult,
about the
too.
religion.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
a
like,
cult.
but I feel like the Christians are also brainwashed, and they're also manic too.
Well, it depends on the
and
sect.
not balanced people.
Look, there
what
are
I'm-
sects of
and
Christianity
you
that
guys
are crazy.
don't. And
yes.
you guys did mention their devil
Heretic
worshiping.
ones. Yeah.
You're not educated about Reiki and sound healing. You
Yes.
haven't lived that life.
I have a very close family
But
member
have
who
you
believes
been a
in all
Reiki
that stuff.
practitioner? Have you been a sound healer?
No, because
you can't
that's-
say that I'm a devil.
You can't make
worshiper.
commentary on
demonic
serial
stuff.
killers if you're
If
not
you're-
a serial killer.
Yeah.
It makes no sense though.
Can you let us know what exactly is demonic? Because I'm
Yeah.
interested to know.
Anytime you're using magic
The
or
Bible says
Yeah,
that.
but you've been
brainwashed.
brainwashed. Also be considered
No, I've not been
magic.
You have been
I can-
brainwashed
I
by
can-
the religion and the
I
Bible.
can make a secular
Your mind
argument.
is closed.
Here, I'll make a
You
secular
don't
argument.
know anything about orthodoxy, do you?
I know a lot about.
You know a lot about Orthodox
I'm an ordained.
Christianity?
I'm an ordained minister.
No, you're not. There's no
I
such
sh-
thing as a female
I-
minister.
oh,
that
there
doesn't
is.
No way.
exist. That's heresy. That is heresy.
Why not?
I'm an Orthodox Christian. We've been practicing the same way for 2,000
Well, I can
years.
tell you're a very closed-minded woman.
I'm a very rational
just
and
being
educated
honest.
and intelligent woman, which is how I know that you're crazy and full of shit.
Well,
And what I'm telling you
yeah.
is this show, I want to get back to my point, which is this show does
they're
a very
the emotional
important service.
starts. I'm crazy and I'm full of shit.
You are
That's
crazy and full of
absolute
shit.
emotional
That's
abuse.
not a
It is.
Kindness to
It
you.
hurts me.
I'm bringing you back to
It
reality.
hurts me. It triggers
hold on.
me.
Allow,
I've been called crazy.
Wait,
Let me
stop,
finish,
stop.
and then you
Let
can
Rachel
respond.
finish
Okay.
her point,
So-
and I promise I'll let you respond.
I'm gonna not.
I
Yeah,
think
that's
this
fine.
show provides a really important service by bringing this stuff to the forefront, because it's like there's a lot of people out there that don't realize that men deal with this all the time, and that this is what's out
That
there in
men
the dating.
deal-
Wait, hold on.
Oh, yeah.
What's out
I
there in the
promise I'll let
dating
you have
market.
your time.
Okay.
And it gives me an opportunity to say to women like you, and this is not out of hatred, this is
Right.
what I would do with my daughters if they were behaving this way. I would be like, I'm going to bring you back to reality, okay? You're acting crazy. Reiki is bull. All this new age crystal worshiping nonsense is demonic. It is at best it's bull that doesn't do anything. And at worst, you might be using magic or contacting entities that you don't really know what they are. And you should stop doing that. And the way I know that I'm correct is because you act like an unhinged lunatic in front of millions of people.
Okay.
And then you come back for more and just say, well, you know, my energy was off, but also I was faking, but I wasn't. And it's like, we can see that you are a logical contradiction machine and you live in la la land. And I'm trying to bring you back to reality and go, hey, your Reiki is not healing anything. The crystals are not fixing you. You need somebody to bring you back to reality where you can like take accountability for your behavior and change that. And then your life will get better and then you will heal.
Well, I don't need to take advice from you. First of all, you don't have any say in what I do in my life, and you shouldn't really care about what I'm doing, to be honest. You should just worry about yourself. I think that's the problem with all of the people that are so religious.
But you
and
don't take that
you
advice.
feel your way is the
You
only
think that
way.
you're here
Are
to
you
give
gonna
me
let me
advice.
speak? You spoke.
You're giving Brian advice.
Okay,
You're
so-
telling everyone else what's wrong
So
with them
I was
and that their
quiet.
energy is wrong.
I was quiet. We're on a new
Sure, go
episode.
ahead.
I'm not going back to the old episode. I'm on a new episode. We're on a different.
That was last month. I'm a
Okay.
new person
Okay.
this month.
So,
Hold on, Rachel. Do let her respond if you can. Go ahead.
So, Rachel, I'm not the one name calling already. You're the one who looks really bad in front of all of these people. Have I called you a name? You just called me crazy, and what was the other name?
A lunatic.
A lunatic.
Well, that's a set of conditionals.
So
not name
so
calling.
that wasn't
I'm
very
describing
that
your
wasn't
behavior.
very Christian like.
Those are
You
accurate
claim to be a
descriptions of your-
Christian.
Yes, and a
would a
Christian would tell
Christian
you.
do that?
Yes,
Would
a
Jesus
Christian-
do that?
yes, a
No,
Christian-
Jesus would not
yes,
call
he
me
would.
a crazy lunatic.
No,
Would
if
you
Jesus
were
do
worshiping
that?
demons,
If
huh?
you were worshiping demons,
What?
Jesus would say,
I'm not
yes,
worshiping demons.
that's what
I don't
you're doing.
worship my crystals.
And even if you don't
and
think
I don't
that-
worship demons. Do you guys know Reiki is a practice that is used in hospitals nationwide to help cancer patients? Are you
That
even
is not true.
educated?
Completely false. That's completely
Yeah,
false.
that's not true.
Well, it doesn't. Here, we don't need to.
It doesn't matter.
Hang on.
if it's
Now,
true.
listen.
We
I'll
don't-
take the Pepsi
I'm just
challenge.
glad.
I'll take the Pepsi challenge here. Let's find out if you're correct. When you say that Reiki is designed to or is utilized to treat cancer patients all over the United States, how many hospitals do you think actually employ Reiki? for
Quite a
cancer?
few
How many?
hospitals. We can Google it. Who has a phone?
Well, before we Google it,
I-
what percentage
don't-
would you say?
I don't know the percentage.
Would you say it's high or very low?
I think it's average. It's a healing
Average?
modality. It's like a form
Like
of meditation.
30%?
It's a relaxation modality. It's very helpful.
Well,
It's not.
do you
It's
put
not
all-
devil
do
worshiping
you
or
put
any of
all-
those things that the religious
right.
people say.
Do you
it
put
is.
all guided meditation in the category of Reiki?
What do you mean?
Like, is there guided meditation which could be outside of the category of it being Reiki?
It's something different than guided meditation.
Okay, so then if the hospital is just employing people who utilize guided meditation, that does not go in the Reiki category, right?
Right.
Now, can you tell me how many hospitals employ prayer? A lot more than hospitals that
all
employ
of them-
Reiki.
But there
Pretty
are
much all of them have a chaplain.
there are different types of prayer, though. If you
so
look,
if it's validation through practice, then our practice is the most validated.
I disagree. Well, that's how you feel, but the Hindus feel chanting.
That was your argument.
Chanting is just a different form of prayer.
Hang on, back up. Your argument was
so-
my practice is validated because it's practiced in hospitals.
I didn't say it's validated.
If it's
because
validated
that. I
due
was
to
just
that,
making a
then if
point.
we utilize the same theory for prayer, then my practice is much more validated than yours
Well,
is.
I'm not necessarily saying I'm validating
Someone
it.
can
but-
also argue that being Christian or practicing Catholicism, I know I grew up being very Catholic, and there's a lot of Catholic superstitions, there's a lot of traditions that go within these Catholic or Christian churches that can also be argued and be said, can be deemed as voodoo magic or whatever. It's just not because you don't understand it doesn't mean it's they're entirely
hang on, let's
different.
put
They're
this-
kind of just, I believe they all
I
fall
understand.
under the same category.
I don't think so. But in here, let me demonstrate it for you.
Go ahead.
Okay, let's start with this. What's a Catholic moral principle you actually disagree with? Single one.
Catholic moral principle. Let me think. Well, I'm not like very Catholic anymore.
I know, but that's not what I'm asking. I'm not
A
asking whether or
moral
not
principle
you're a
I
practitioner.
disagree with.
Yes, a Catholic moral principle which you think is incorrect. Or is bad for society or is unhealthy for society.
Maybe having people believe, like in Catholicism, for example, you will go into heaven if you take Jesus Christ as your Lord and
Yeah,
Savior
but these aren't
before you die.
employments of moral principles for how to behave. That's what I'm after.
Well, I mean, it's just saying what are the 7 deadly sins. I guess I don't have
Well,
anything wrong with that.
That's not saying what are the 7
well,
deadly
what
sins.
what
That's
moral
great.
what moral stuff are you
one.
talking about?
I'm asking
shalt
you.
not steal.
I'm asking you for an example
Yeah.
of any moral principle which Catholics would apply to the world that would make the world worse if people followed them.
Maybe believing. I think there's a lot of stuff that people argue when they go against. Right now it's Pride Month, so it's like a lot of people can argue and be like, "Oh, well, that's a sin. Being
So
gay is a sin." Yeah, I think that's a good
So
one.
how is less gays going to make the world worse?
No, I just think it's. I think it's wrong if Catholics use Catholicism as.
Overtones donated $200. Plop are going to get kicked off again. Just a matter of vibrational propagation.
Thank you for the TTS. Appreciate it. If you guys want to just jump right back in, go for it.
I wanted to say something about, do you
Well,
guys
did
worship?
you guys want
Oh,
to finish this
go ahead.
exchange right here?
Yeah, I'm just.
Well, yeah, I do think it
Let
is.
me be specific.
But I
'cause
want to finish my
think-
point
Well, hang
because
on,
you asked
but
me a question.
But you're actually straw manning the position for what I asked you.
Okay, go ahead.
So I want to be specific about this. What I'm looking for is a principle that you can point to, a moral principle that a Catholic would follow, that if employed, if everybody employed those in the world, it's going to make the world worse.
Yeah, I think the gay one is a good example.
Okay, so then how is less people being gay
That's.
going to make the world worse, or practicing homosexuality going to make the world worse?
I don't think it's less people being gay. I think it's the idea of being like being gay is a sin. Everyone should follow the path of being a heterosexual. I think that's what's dangerous because you're telling everybody you can't be gay. Okay, well, gay people. What happens when gay people aren't supported? When they're not supported by
I get
society,
it.
by their
Hang on,
when
I
they're not
understand the
supported by their
argument.
family. That is dangerous.
Yep, I get it.
Yeah.
I understand the argument. Now let me rephrase one other time with a follow-up question. Can you name one of these principles that, if applied to society, you would disagree with that doesn't have anything to do with degeneracy?
Like what, for example?
And degeneracy, things like this.
Like if they were applied to society, what are you talking about? I think that's always. This is an example.
What
You
I'm
guys
saying
are
is that
don't be
I
promiscuous.
believe that your only.
Be modest.
What I'm
That's
saying
also
is I believe that your
dangerous.
only objections
dangerous?
to Catholic principles would be that they reduce degeneracy.
Yeah.
That's it.
You
And so
just
I don't
don't
think
like
you
no,
can.
because-
Hang on, hang on,
because then
hang
you're
on. Let me
labeling
finish.
things
Let me
that
finish.
don't have to
Let me
be
finish.
degenerate as degenerate.
I understand that you think that. I get it. So what I'm asking is for a single example of this application in society that Catholics would employ that actually wouldn't just be your objection is, wait, that's limiting some sort of degeneracy. Do you have any examples like that?
I have an example.
Go
Sure.
ahead.
Okay. So I'm actually not that educated in Catholicism, but with Christianity, I think that a major issue with it is that when a lot of people practice it, they think that they can commit sin and then just pray to God for forgiveness. And I feel like there's little accountability actually held within the religion itself.
That is true.
So a lot of people
yeah.
go off and then they view like all sin as the same.
Yeah.
Whereas being like immodest is not the same as like
And if you
actually
have a rape
harming
And
someone.
then you guys are all about it
Okay,
taking
hang on, hang on.
accountability.
Can't do
One
like
at a time,
10 of
one
you
at a
on
time.
Me
yeah.
first.
So hang on. Back to this. Let me just respond
I'm
very
talking about like
quickly
the
to this.
practice, not the actual.
I want to show you why that's actually an illogical proposition.
But you guys are all about taking
I-
accountability.
can I
So
finish?
what
Yeah.
about when?
We have something
hang on.
called confession.
Yeah, take.
Oh, so
We do
being
take-
Hang on, hang on.
confessing all your sins.
Thanks.
We're gonna get there. You
Can
gotta
I just
hold on.
can I
All your
just answer
sins.
her question? Right, the proposition's reversed. So let's just reverse it. What is there preventing somebody who wants to engage in sin who doesn't believe in God from doing that and then taking accountability?
Not doesn't believe in God, but maybe doesn't believe in Jesus Christ.
Just doesn't believe in God, though, is my question.
You're just an atheist.
Atheists can still
a lot of
take
atheists,
accountability.
it depends on how you define atheist. I think a lot
Doesn't
of
believe in
people-
any God.
I think a lot of people. I think there's very few people who don't believe in a higher power.
Okay,
or
so
that they're
but
being
all of
watched
the
or-
but all of the
yeah.
people who do not believe in a God, I don't understand. What's their great accountability?
There isn't, but
There isn't,
that's
exactly.
But that's not the topic at hand. There's so
It
many
is,
people
though,
that aren't Christian.
Because
that
all
believe
you're
in
saying
God.
is there's an accountability structure that's built in that some people don't follow. It's like fair. That's a fair criticism.
But you guys
But
just
you
get
have
rid of the
no
structure.
accountability structure at all.
You just go,
and then
"Everything's fine to
and then
do."
go, but what about those people over there? They have accountability, but some of them don't follow
Yeah,
it.
we're like,
I'm
hey,
not
there
an
should be
atheist.
limits
I'm
on
not
what behavior is
saying-
acceptable.
I
And you're like,
understand
yeah,
you're
but
not.
you fall short.
I'm critiquing the position, not
But
saying you're an atheist.
Somebody else, a Christian can be a terrible person as well, but just because
Certainly.
they follow that set of rules, that whatever it says in the Bible, doesn't make them a good person.
Why
That's not the
Well,
argument,
hang on.
though.
Actually,
So
why
what is
not?
the argument? Because I'm a bit confused
Well, actually,
now.
I'm confused. What biblical principles would a person be following? Like actually following, where you would say they were a bad person?
Yeah.
That
If
actually
they're following
confuses
Well,
me.
what if they're a cheater? What if they're
That's
a
not
liar?
following
Not
biblical
following
principles,
rules.
then.
Those things all violate
They all
the
violate
rules.
Christian
So then,
ethics.
what are the principles exactly?
Christian ethics would be following the teachings and the beliefs of
But-
Jesus
So
Christ.
that's okay as long as you're following the teachings of the Bible. It's okay to be lustful. It's okay to be a
No,
liar.
the Bible teaches you can't
The
do
you guys
those
keep
things.
retracting, and I don't understand what
No,
you're saying.
What are we
the Bible
retracting?
says you can't do those things. So if you're following it, you won't do those things.
Right.
Now, if
But
you
an atheist can also have a good moral compass as well.
From where?
Just being a good person,
What does
having
that mean?
how do you know
experience.
what
Don't-
makes you a good
How
person?
do you know what makes you good?
through experience?
The golden
What?
rule.
Wait, the golden rules. What are we taught in
We're all
elementary
built. Do you know where the
school?
golden rule comes
Look at
from?
what are we taught
You
in
reap what you sow.
elementary school?
We're all
By Christians.
What do you mean by
You're
Christians?
borrowing Christian
your
ethics.
whole-
So
Your
being
whole-
safe,
hang on.
respectful, and responsible, that
Your
is only
whole-
Christians can do
No,
that,
no, I'm
not
saying
even
your whole-
atheists?
Your
Is that what
whole
you're
moral
saying?
paradigm is informed by Christian ethics. There's no getting
But
away
it's really
from it.
universal
You
law.
take the ethics
It's even higher.
and
Who's
then
universal
reject
law?
the religion.
It's the law of vibration. So it's you get what you give. It's the same
Wrong.
thing. It's mathematics.
You mean
it's like
karma?
You don't get what you
Not
give,
necessarily, but kind of.
That's not
I believe
true,
in
though.
You,
karma.
you don't get what you
give.
want. You get what you are.
well, they do.
Did Bill Gates get what he gave?
There's a belief I would like
Yeah.
to say.
How?
Everybody does.
How
You
does
can't
Bill
escape
Gates
it.
get what he gave?
We're all held accountable.
There-
Like, we're
there-
all
hey,
being held
about? It's
accountable.
crazy.
There is something I learned. I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
I already
There's
need a
something
cigarette.
called reincarnation, where they say
Yes,
we lived.
we've heard of it. Why do you think we haven't heard of it?
Well, we've lived,
Reincarnation.
well, I wanted to go a little deeper. You know, they say you have past lives.